I would like to begin, guys, by thanking Linda and John for having me today. It's a special event, obviously. It's been 19 plus years of service, and that's hard work. You know, I get it. My second thank you goes out to the coaches, the teachers, and the parents. I'm a father of a 15-year-old daughter who plays travel volleyball and a 9-year-old son who plays every sport available. so, so that commitment, it's a heavy commitment, guys. I get it. The real reason we're here. To the winners today, congrats to you guys. Success is not by accident, it's by purpose. You know, and hard work beats talent all the time. Okay, continue to work hard, guys. It's the lifeline to success. Okay. Now, that being said, for you guys, success is not final. Okay, it's not final. You have to continue to have a plan for continual success, guys. And that's always setting goals, okay, setting goals high, okay, it's never too high, okay? Having a plan to activate your goals, okay? Where, when, how. You know, my plan for this job, I want to be a defensive coordinator by 40 and a head coach by 43, so I'm 1 year off, okay? But that was my plan, and I stuck to it, okay? So have some action to activate your plan. And I would say thirdly, speaking of action, always have consistent action, okay? And that means this, okay? If you're studying, guys, it should be at a high level, okay? If you're working out, it should be at a high level, okay? Your diet, your sleep, okay? It should be at a high level. It can't ever dip below your standard, okay? Keep your actions consistent, okay? And my last point would be this. This is critical, okay? Never lie about your investment, okay? Be honest, be transparent about your investment. You know as a person what you're putting into that goal you want to succeed, okay? So don't lie about that, okay? There's a big sign in our team room for our players when they walk in. It's right in front. Okay, and it says, it's simple. Be the master of your attitude. Okay, and it's really simple. Okay, every day you wake up, you have a choice to make. It can be positive. Okay, where you can have a productive day. Okay, or it can be negative, and your day can be wasted. Okay, so for our players, when they walk in that room every day, it's a huge sign. Be the master of your attitude. And that's the key to life, guys, okay? Your attitude and your body language is your uniform in life, okay? How you wake up, how you go about your day every day is so important to success. Staying engaged in life, okay? We can't expect to not be engaged and float through life and expect our goals to just appear for us. Okay, so stay engaged. Don't float through life. Okay, that's important, guys, as far as chasing success. Okay, and I'll end by saying this, guys. Success should be measured in your happiness. Okay, not by the world views. Okay, you find your happiness, and that's your success. You know, everyone's going to succeed at different levels. But what makes your life complete and make you happy, that's your success. Okay? Last thought, guys. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Okay? Never give up. Don't take no or I can't for an answer. Okay? It doesn't exist in your life's plan. Okay? I'm humbled, guys. I'm excited to be back in Denver, okay, to be the head coach of the Denver Broncos, which is a huge and an awesome job. It's a dream job of mine. So I'm excited about that, and I have a chance to get back into this wonderful community, guys, with wonderful fans and wonderful people, okay? And again, John, thanks for having me, man. This is huge.
Thank you.
It's about our kids, and that's our future.
Thank you, buddy.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Hey, keep that. We'll take a seat.
Absolutely.
So Vance, for those of you that don't know, he played college ball in Boulder at CU, and he was a quarterback like me. We were both quarterbacks that moved over to the defensive side of the ball. So we like to say we saw the light, we went to the right side. The fact of the matter, we weren't good enough, so they put us over there.
That's the truth.
But he was a state champion quarterback in Louisiana and came to Colorado, and I watched his highlight tape this morning. He actually could get around there. Somebody told me that you like to say you were Russell Wilson before there was Russell Wilson, right?
Absolutely.
He can move around, but VJ is what your people around you like to know. He's a special guy. I had the opportunity, I think it was last training camp. Adam Gase asked me to come down to training camp with the Miami Dolphins, and Vance was the defensive coordinator. I got to see Vance in front of his group, and I saw special leadership qualities, a guy that could command a room. And so Vance, at the John Lynch Foundation, we talk a lot about, and you saw with these kids, there's some great leaders.
Absolutely.
Leadership, I think, is it can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. I'd love to hear what leadership means to you.
Well, leadership, guys, it starts with service, and when you find on a football team your best leaders, it's the guys that service their teammates, that's where it starts. It's the guys that are transparent in how they live, in how they work, in how they go about their day. To be a great leader, you have to be a guy that if you're right or wrong, you're transparent about the outcome, and that's important. But service is always the first trait of good leadership, in my opinion. His or her ability to serve his teammates or classmates, that's a huge trait.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Doing some research, I saw a quote from you, and it says, and I think it speaks to why you went into coaching. You need to understand more than just what. You need to understand why.
Absolutely.
Talk about that. That sounds like that's a philosophy of yours, and why you think that's important.
Well, I'll give you an example. Our rookies came in this weekend, and it's really a rookie mini camp. It's been all about football in the past, but we brought those guys in yesterday, and we're going to spend a day and a half on how to be a great pro. Because in my opinion, before they can be great football players, they have to know the how, and that's from note-taking to media training, to the NFL conduct policy. All those things are so important to those guys succeeding. So even before the weightlifting and the football aspect of it, how to be a great pro is always the key.
The last thing I'll ask you before we open it up for some questions, everyone here is Bronco fan, I'm sure. And they want to know about this year's team, what you're excited about, including these rookies, and what you're anticipating from this year's squad.
Well, first of all, I'm lucky, guys. We have a great staff on both sides of the ball. Offensively, we've got Mike McCoy, who's been a head coach in the league the last 4 years, but alongside of Mike, we've got Bill Musgraves, who called plays in Oakland last year. We got Jeep Chris, who called plays in San Fran 2 years ago. So offensively, we've got a bunch of guys, a bunch of selfless guys, but a bunch of bright guys. Defensively, everything's intact. Joe Woods is motivated. It's his first time out. I've been there before. He wants to prove that he's a real guy. Along with Joe, we retained Bill Kolar and Reggie Herring, those guys. So he's got great support. So I'm excited about the staff. Okay, the players have been so engaged the last 2 months we've been in the building. And obviously, playing for the Broncos to win 9 games, it was not good enough. And the players realized that. So they've worked hard, they've been engaged, and they've been good teammates. So I'm excited about the future.
That's awesome. Vic, I know you're back there, and you've got a microphone in your hand, and you got some kids that have some questions for Coach Joseph.
Yes, sir. Very curious kids here. Let's start with Alana. What's your full name, Alana?
Ilana Taylor,
And where do you go to school?
campus.
You have a question for Coach Joseph. Fire away.
What motivated you as a kid?
As a kid, I would say this. My entire family, we were a sports family, and our lives evolved around youth sports. And that was a great building block of my life. It kind of it was my first intro to leadership and respect and accountability. So, I grew up playing every sport, available, from the time I was 5 until the time I went to college. So, I would say youth sports, that was my major building block in my life.
All right, we have another question here from young Diego. What's your last name, Diego?
Roll call.
Where do you go to school?
Lake.
All right, Diego, fire away at Coach Joseph.
Well, I wanted to know how you want to get the Broncos to the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm talking about.
Well, obviously it starts with hard work, but it takes some luck in this business. It's a hard business, but that's our only goal is to win a Super Bowl, and that's every team's only goal in this league. So, the work started 2 months ago, and it will continue until hopefully late in January.
All right, VJ. So we started a tradition some years ago, and we've had Hall of Famers do this. We've had John Elway, we've had Peyton Manning. So no pressure, but you're going to fire off some balls to these kids.
Oh my God, man! I was an option quarterback, John. I was not a passer. I need John to do this for me. Who's getting it there?
Right here.
Right in front? Oh, I can do that.
You guys, come on. We got to have a degree. Back up now.
My grip's too tight, John. Good catch. That was an
Nice
awful throw,
catch.
by the way, but great catch.
Let's hear it one more time for Vance Joseph.
Thanks,
I
guys.
appreciate it, Vance.
Thank you,
Yeah,
brother.
thanks, and best of
Anytime.
luck. Vance would love to hang and sign autographs, but he's got a 1:45 special teams meeting. So let's hear it one more time as he gets back to his team. Thank you for
guys.
making the time.
Thanks for having me.